Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm happy you're here today. Thanks for tuning in to the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. I'm just doing some popping here, like I'm a 7th grader getting ready for the dance. But this is a special card pack sound and card pack opening episode, as we try to increase the growth of this channel slowly, reaching our goals. We will occasionally add a third video to our weekly schedule, and this is the first edition of bonus content, additional content, the dreaded C-word content. Anyways, while you're here, I would love if you consider subscribing to the channel. Link, reminder, thank you. Oh, also, like the video, leave a fun, engaging comment, write the president of YouTube and say, help the sports doctor out, whatever it takes. Now, we're going to be doing what I'm tentatively calling 5 for Friday. If we do these videos, they'll be on Fridays, and we are just going to simply take 5 packs of cards and open up these packs. And yes, you're like, Sports Card Doctor, you have a lot of 1991 and 1987 tops in your collection. That's because, for reasons I can't even remember, I had 2 boxes of these when I moved to LA 25 years ago. And now's the time to work our way through them. But that is not all. We also have this pack of cards sent to us from John at The Past is Alive. Figured this would be a good time to open up the Fleer Atlantic baseball card series from 1994. Can't price them right now in my pricing videos. And then we got our friend Eric, who sent in these Premier League cards. Only 3 player cards and 1 superstar stand-up card. I figured that'd be fun to go through. It'd be fun to go through some 87 tops and 1991 tops and see what we can pull. Now, of course, because this is a channel that is ASMR based, we want to make sure we get the water working for all you water heads out there and you spray heads. And it's important because this is a baseball card and football and sports card channel that you have a clean workspace. This is not just my studio desk. It's also where I take most of my meals. And yes, I use the phrase take most of my meals like I'm some sort of British fop dandy in the industrial age. All right. Now, I of course do this for the people who love spray bottles and water sounds, like myself. But also I've discovered that some people enjoy watching the water dry on the desk. This is why I love ASMR. It cannot be fully explained. It cannot be fully understood. Understand is not the right tense there. It's just something you know when you know. And either you feel it or you don't. All right. Now, these packs, but if we find a card we like, we'll use some of these penny sleeves. Eventually one day I'll run out. Our friend Eric sent us these. If you'd like to send the Sports Card Doctor something, you can just check out the address down below and send us a pack of cards, send us some penny sleeves, send us something you want used on Sports Card ASMR. So if we find a card that we like and want to preserve the quality of, we'll use a penny sleeve. I also might want to measure. Make sure the cards are up to industry standard. Seven inches. That's more like it. And in case we need to clean up a card, get a little dust fibers off of it, we'll be ready. Oh, of course we also have the ability to go in close. All right. So, without further ado, let us get into these cards. Since we have two 1991 Topps packs to choose from today, I think we should crinkle and rip. I don't have a Sports Card ASMR logo t-shirt yet, but crinkle and rip might be one to use. I do like the 1991 Topps wrapper. Of course, in 1990, for the most part, Topps went to the score packaging kind of style to compete, possibly. We know these style of card packs could easily be opened up, star cards removed, and sold back to the public. What a good racket. Alright, we got some gum here. I know ASMR gum chewing is a thing, but I'm not going to chew these. Not a bad gum break. Some of it was a little moist. We like our gum to be solid, not moist, but it is gum from the 90s. All right, what do we get here in this pack of 1991 Topps? Gary Green, Barry Larkin All-Star, Glenn Braggs, Tommy Gregg, All-Star Doug Trebek, Corey Snyder. Such a early 90s look with the mustache that kind of is there, the quasi-mullet, the sort of quasi-bangs, a lot of quasi going on here, and the eye black. Jeff Montgomery looking like he is a tech bro on a yacht, wearing his little visor, like an older tech bro. Roger McDowell, John Smoltz, that's a good card there. Nick Osaski, come over from the Reds and the Red Sox to start his career in Atlanta, and then of course he started getting vertigo. Tragic story, tragic end to what promised to be a good career. The Braves had some great teams in the early 90s, of course, but I sometimes wonder, yes, the Sports Card Doctor stays up late at night wondering what would have happened if the Braves had Nick Osaski on their squad in the 91, 92, 93 era. Todd Burns. Kevin Mitchell. Well, look at that. A couple years removed from his big MVP season of 1989. Still kind of a star at this time, though his star would fade soon. Tom Brookins, who did play for my Yankees at some point. Here he is with Cleveland. Gary Melky, submarine sidearm pitcher. And Jim DeShays. He was what we call around here a serviceable pitcher. All right, well, I do. Like some of the cards, we're going to hold on to that Smoltz. We have a few of these in our collection. All right, set those aside there. I'm not going to penny sleeve Smoltz at this point, but he might pop up again. Let's go to the 87 tops here. The wood grain borders are a classic, beloved by a lot of fans. Look at that gum stain there. Let's see. Hard or moist? A question for the ages. Ooh, hard. Harder. Hardest. Kind of moist. Definitely moist. Let us see what is in the 1987 top set there. Alright, we cannot win and enter a contest there. We have got a Hall of Famer already. Nolan Ryan. Have a few of these in my collection. Andy Allenson, the Gold Cup rookie at the time there. I think we've even cut up this card here on the channel. Davey Lopes at the end of his career. Juan Benitez. Spike Owen coming over from the Mariners to help the Red Sox there. Lamar Hoyt. Lamar Hoyt. It was a very good pitcher for a while there. Actually won 24 games for the White Sox in 1983. 19-game winner in 82. Goes over to the Padres. Is a good 1985 season. And then, as often was the case with pitchers during this era, his arm just fell completely off a cliff there. Wayne Tollison. Tim Stoddard, who looks like he got lost on the way to a beer league softball game and ended up pitching in Yankee Stadium. Jim Fregosi, John Franco, good card there. We might hold on to that one. Probably not worth a lot, but the memories are worth a ton. Ken Daly, Pat Sheridan. Hey, there's the guy, Tony Gwynn. The other Cleveland catcher, Chris Bando, son of Sal. Mike Bilecki. Lloyd Mosby, doing one of my favorite things, playing with his batting helmet over his regular helmet. And then, of course, young Cal Daniels, up-and-comer at the time here. Be considered his rookie card. Love that there. Okay. All right, let's check this Tony Gwynn here. All right, about 2.5. And then you want to come down here for the 3.5. It's there. Let's see if we get some evenness here. Some evenness? I'm making up words today. Looks like the borders are pretty good on this card here. This is the unofficial scientific measure. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm definitely not a mint condition kind of expert here. And the important thing to know is that this card is a little bent there. But no gum stains. It's an early Tony Gwynn. And for old time's sake, we're going to hold on to this one. Tony Gwynn. Alright, but good pack of cards there. This one would have been a bad pack in 1987. John Franco. I mean, well, take it back. It's actually a really bad pack now that I look at it. I just think I was, Nolan Ryan and a Gold Cup rookie and Tony Gwynn. That would have made me happy. Okay. All right, let's work our way through these packs here. I don't even remember when I acquired this box. box of 1991 Topps. It just appeared, kind of like a pen. No one goes and buys pens, they just kind of appear. Oh, that's some good snapping. Best snap of the day there. 1991 gum coming through. Gotta love that there. Alright, what's in the 1991 Topps here? Mark Newfield, #1 draft pick for the Mariners. Well, I don't think he ended up patrolling the outfield with Jay Buhner and Ken Griffey Jr. Ron Darling, there you go, Met pitcher. Charlie Huff, who of course was 91 years old in this picture. Scott Scudder. Dennis Lamp, who was 90 in this picture. Pedro Guerrero. We've been pulling a lot of Pedro Guerreros lately. Former Dodger star. Ken Williams eventually goes to the White Sox and eventually becomes a general manager in baseball. Look at Greg Jeffries. Look at this card here. This at this point in time, you would have thought that you just got yourself a gold mine of a baseball card, even though he'd been playing for a couple of years and he was putting up good stats, but probably wasn't the superstar everyone anticipated he would be. This was a card that would impress people at parties. If you were actually going to parties during your school days. Terry Steinbach, looking up clearly to see if there's any UAPs or UFOs up there, or if the government is right about the non-existence of aliens. I, for one, think they are, but you can keep looking to the skies like this former Rookie of the Year, Terry Steinbach, MVP of the '88 All-Star Game, I believe. A very young Joe Girardi. Jeepers, look how young he looks. Looks like he's a paper boy delivering newspapers to Wrigley Field, not catching for the Cubs. Oh, look at this, Tino Martinez. A Tino Martinez rookie card. As a New York Yankee fan, this card is going to go in a very special spot. Marty Clary, Dickie Thon, that's right, Greg Cataray, and Bob Guerin. Look at that, some Yankees coming through here. Oh no, not a great pack of cards for 1991, but you would have been happy. Me, as a fan of catchers, loved action shots like this. Dickie Thon is an interesting cat. He had a good career going to the Angels, the Astros, kind of gets hurt, falls out of the game a bit, returns to the Phillies in '88, but has a big '89 season, had a kind of a comeback there, and had a little bit of a late bloom in his career. Clary, Tino, definitely gonna set Tino aside. Joe Girardi, Steinbach. I wish I was setting this aside, because if I set this aside, that would mean Greg Jeffries met his full potential. But again, Jeffries had a great career in the bigs. Don't let jerks like me tell you he didn't. Guerrero goes to the Cardinals to finish out his career, but it's interesting to note his 1989 season with the Cardinals was a great one. I think a lot of people forget he had that big year. Played in 162 games, 42 doubles. I mean, look at this here. Good stats for Guerrero. 162 games, 177 hits, 42 doubles. Only 17 home runs. Far cry from his 33 in 1985, but 117 RBIs was a career high. He batted .311. That was his '89 season. I don't know why I feel the need to defend the career of Pedro Guerrero today. All right. We're definitely going to keep this Tino Martinez. I don't know what the price on this is now. Probably not a lot, but the sentimental value. Oh my gosh, it's like opening up one of those vegetable or fruit bags at the grocery store. At least I got the right side up. All right, there we go. 2 packs left here on this 5 Friday edition of Sports Card ASMR. Let's do this. Let's open up the Premier League collector cards. I'm not familiar with a lot of the Premier League players. But this is fun. Alright, interesting. Trying to see what year this is. What year are these cards here? Official Marlins Premier League cards. 1996. Going to the 90s. The dream of the 90s is alive in the Premier League. Okay. Mark Hughes. Look at those tree trunk thighs. And Andy Townsend looks like a right proper British gentleman. Let's see. Look at that. This is, oh, that's room for the autograph here. You got he's number 5 on power, 4 on tackling, 3 on shooting, 4 on skill. Oh, it's amazing. I love these kind of stats here. We got our Stan Collymore. All right, from Liverpool. All right. Okay. He 5 power, 3 tackling, 4 shooting, 4 skill, and he plays rhythm guitar and mouth organ. Love that there. Okay. Ooh. Little advertisement for cards yet to come. Now this is interesting here. Noel Whalen is a player here, but this is a stand-up card here. One superstar stand-up card. Let's get him to stand up, shall we? Look at that. There you go. So there you can, if you at your office at work, you take the tube down to your office, and then you pull this card out and you put it on your desk, and you're like, look at that. I can run industry now. I can be a boss. Oh, look at that. I'm a fan of Noel Whalen. Oh, fascinating. Wish they did that more with the 1987 tops. Actually, let's see. Let's try this here. Can we turn Wayne Tollison into a stand-up card here? Let's see. Kind of. Yeah, look at that. Same thing. Look at that. Same. Our dream just came true. Yeah, Noel Whalen and Wayne Tollison. They should have been working for Topps in the 80s. All right. Final pack of the day here, Collector's Edition Baseball Card Series, 1994 from Sunoco. Flair Atlantic contains 5 limited edition trading cards for promotional use only, not for resale. Sent to us from John at The Past is Alive. Wrapping. I know you can't feel it, but it's very thin, like my entertainment career, just thin. Barely does the job. All right, we've got nice. I like the design here. Look at this. Flair 94 on the bottom. John Kruk first base. Interesting concept there. Simple, sparse, gets the job done. Industry standard size here. Yep, okay. Good job, pretty even there. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're doing. John Kruk, Ken Griffey Jr., look at this. Tom Glavine. This is truly, they put all the stars in here. Greg Maddox, Dave Justice. Wow. We're rich. Contains 5 limited edition trading cards. I'd love to get the full story on this, but it seems like Fleer and Sunoco and Atlantic were like, hey, what if we took the Wayne Tollisons of the world out of the packs and just put in players that people want to get? We could probably charge a little bit more and spend a little more money in making the cards more high quality there. But I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Look at the back there. A little hard to read here, but Ken Griffey, that is solid. Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox, and David Justice. Look at David Justice. Looking a little sad. Looking like he's got some, marriage troubles. He and Halle Berry at this time, or, tragic romance going on there. Maybe he was upset because he knew that in the future he'd be portrayed kind of badly in the movie Moneyball. Wouldn't really maybe do his career the full justice, if you would. I stopped. 25 cards in the entire set. That's why they can get away with what they're doing here. Well, I like it. Look at this. I mean, I think this is a good set. I'm glad I opened these. Like the photos for the 90s. Pretty solid. Good colors, good contrast. That's pretty cool. Thank you, John at the Passes a lot for that pack. Thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all for supporting the channel. And thanks for listening and watching and relaxing with these 5 packs for Friday here on Sports Card ASMR.